Hi, my name's Corinne Bradd and you're joining me today in the Craft Beautiful office where we've been lucky enough to receive this TODO machine from Create and Craft. It's their new do everything machine that's available now, so we're going to unbox it for you. It's a weighty machine but not too heavy to carry. It does mean that it won't be sliding across your work surface anytime soon. And the TODO gives you the freedom to do everything. It hot foils, it embosses, it die cuts, and you can use it as a letterpress machine. So, new box, just been opened, nice colour. And here we go. First of all, most important thing are your instructions and your cutting plate. Read the instructions. Although if you're like me, you're very tempted never to read the instructions and you just happily carry on getting things wrong. Also important in the box, you have here a silicone mat and a silicone magnetic tool. These are vital for your hot foiling because what happens is there's a hot plate on the base of the machine, heats up to a very, very hot temperature in order to release the foil from the film. And when you want to change your die, you need some method of picking it up, and you can't just use your fingers because it's red hot. So the magnetic tool will pick up the die and then you can just put it on your placemat, put it somewhere to keep cool. So that is also very important. Don't lose it. Don't put it in the kitchen to use this stuff. Here's the power lead. An adapter. This will be to plug into the TODO to heat the hot foil plate up. If you're just using it for letterpress or embossing or die cutting, you don't need to plug it into the mains. Pop that down there. Now, when you take it out of the box, please don't try and pick it up by this bit. This is the roller housing and it has a variable control for the height of the rollers. It's probably the most sensitive part of the machine, so you might need a friend to help you take it out of the box. Thank you very much. And we'll just take the polystyrene packaging away, chuck it on the floor. This is why you can never move in our office because there's always so much stuff in it. Let me into the plastic bag. Here we go. So what you will notice with the TODO is although it is a die cutting machine, it doesn't come with any dies. This is because the TODO can be used with virtually any other make of die. So whether or not you're using the very, very slim dies, whether you're using the thick dies, you can fit them in this machine. It has this knob here, which is the variable control, and you literally lift it up, turn it to what you want, pop it back down again. And that measures, that changes the distance between the rollers so you can accommodate any die. The handle folds out and pops up, and I believe if I just roll it this way and take off the tape, see, this is straight out of the box, otherwise I'd have been prepared. Right, and they are very clear on the warnings. This surface can become very hot. This is your hot plate. Obviously if it was plugged in I wouldn't be doing that. I believe there's an indicator light that's just here, so when it plugs in the instructions it will tell you when it's ready to be used. But the other great thing about this is, I think from what I've read up on, you can remove something. Let's just wind it. What you need to do is when you're winding it, you wind this, you don't push it along, use the winder, and it works like a lot of other die cutting machines, in reverse almost. The base stays where it is and your rollers go across. Most die cutting machines, your rollers stay where they are and the base goes across. But I believe, this is the point where I break it, you can remove this and then you can use your thicker dies. You know, the ones that are on thick foam blocks. So it's about the same thickness. And then obviously this here is where it connects up to the mains to heat this pad up. So in here you have your cutting plates. Now I have read up on this, can guarantee I've actually forgotten what I'm supposed to be doing. So your A plate, one of these plates is a base plate, one of them is a top plate. I think, oh, look, I risk messing it up now and I don't want to void the warranty on this machine. Your C plate on top of the embossing. Right, to die cut, you place your A plate on top of the base plate. You place your die on the A plate. This is just a standard die. Place it on the A plate. You place your card, piece of card over here. Oh, that's so wasteful. And you know me, I don't like waste. Let's pop it up in the corner there. And then you put your B plate on top. Right, that makes perfect sense. And the other thing is one of those, once you've already cut something with a die cut, you will have that image appear on here, so you'll know which one's your top plate. Now I've closed the book before I found out what I need to set the thickness to. Okay, on page 13 of the book there is a guide to the thickness that you need to do. So for a thin metal die cutting, setting 6 to 8. So we'll set it on 7, lift the knob, turn it so the pointer is on 7, push it back down again, and then you should just be able to wind it over, and that's going over relatively easily. Oh, that's cut through. Do you know what? I could set that to a lower setting, so I would imagine, let me just check, set that to 8. The higher the setting, the more open the rollers are. I've got a feeling I can't do that actually until it's reached the end of the line. So let's not break it before anybody else has had a chance to use it. Beautifully die cut. Perfectly. So any of your dies can be used with this machine. The other thing that they have done though is they have produced an extensive set of accessories to go with this for letterpress and hot foiling. For a start, there are foils in virtually every colour of the rainbow. And I can see hot foiling being a huge trend this Christmas. Just that accent, the metallic accent on anything is wonderful. And then I've got a whole host here. Oh, I haven't got enough hands, hang on a minute. Got a whole host here of dies that they have produced specifically for the TODO. And these are letterpress and hot foil dies. So, if you look here, you can ink it up and use it to print on your card, or you can place it on that hot mat, place the foil with the dull side up, your card on top, run it over, and it will hot foil it. You peel it away. I mean, look at the variety they've got here. They've got the greetings, they've got beautiful flowers, fantastic borders, and I would suspect that you will probably find that there is a range of dies that coordinate with these hot foil designs. So once you've done it, you know, you can hot foil your piece of card and then you can find a matching border to die cut it out with a decorative edge. So I can see us using this quite a lot. Won't plug it in for you today because I don't know how long it takes for the hot plate to heat up. But watch this space and we'll have some more projects and ideas with the TODO in future.
Brilliant.